I'm done. Shout out to our AHRC family on your wonderful achievement at CIM. I'm so happy for all of you, and I'm so inspired by all the hard work that you put in to reach your end goals. Love you so much!
You got it, Evan!
Oh my God.
6.04 miles done in the books. Jog for the kids, aerobic threshold for me. What a great way to start a Monday. All right, let's go.
It's so tender. I don't know why you say it's like not tender.
Hey guys, good job up the hill. Another Tuesday, another jog for the kids, some aerobic threshold for me. 10 miles for Haven, 8 miles for Cole and Evan, and 7 for Dad. Starting to feel a little bit like my old self. Oh, all done. Good job. Hey, AHRC fam, MK here. Thanks for joining us for our 3 days of slow running. Colin got in solid work on the mill and will slowly transition to more outdoor running as he gets healthier and stronger. We had a great time on Sunday running easy with Aya, Kev Hyung, and TD Hyung, and I was able to get in my longest run in 2 months. Yes. Still dealing with the sciatica, but making steady progress and getting a lot of fitness back in this old body of mine. I had a pretty uncomfortable Monday jog on the following day and could feel some pressure in my lower back towards the end of the run. I don't do so well when I'm on my feet past 60 minutes, but today, which is Tuesday for me, was super great. It was the first time I felt a little more like my old self. My heart rate is still pretty high for the effort level, but it's starting to creep back down with each passing day. And Cole, Evan, and I put in a pretty good 3-minute effort of the last climb on Jeffrey Trail today. Feeling good about that. I have good days and bad days, so I want to keep my schedule flexible and try to do workouts on the good days and jog on the days my sciatic nerve doesn't want to cooperate. I'd love to get some fitness back in time to get some workouts in with Haven and TD Hyung since they're both training for 3-hour marathons in a couple months. Fingers crossed. Thanks everyone who gave me advice on how to live with sciatica. I've pretty much taken in all of your good advice and did my best to apply all of that wisdom to my daily life. I think the biggest takeaway for me is that I need to accept this as a long-term condition. I'm going to have to accept that I'm no longer a high volume runner running 4,000 miles per year. And I'm going to have to accept that there'll be some discomfort on bad days. And I'll have to take advantage of the good days and do workouts when my body allows it. Let me know in the comments below if I'm on the right or wrong track. Thanks, All Heart fam. My good friend Sydney asked what kind of stats we like to look at on our watches during training runs and races. So today, I'm going to talk about what kind of stats we like to look at on our watches during training runs and races. But first...
MK, we meet again. Subscribe, AHRC.
Thanks, Adam. I think you're noticing a pattern here. I am 50 years old in a couple months and I have trouble reading my watch, especially in low light. So for my main screen, I like to limit the types of data to 3. More than 80% of our time is spent on easy runs. So this is our go-to main data screen. Distance, pace, and activity time. We have a pretty good feel for easy pace and we know how hard our effort should be on inclines and declines. So we try not to look at the watch too often. We have activity alerts turned on for auto splits, and the watch will beep and vibrate when splitting each mile. So I'll look at the watch once in the middle of a mile and once when I'm alerted to a mile split. For workouts, I set up another data screen with lap time, lap distance, lap pace, and activity time. I don't like looking at current pace during a workout since current pace lags, and oftentimes at faster paces it causes me to run too fast at the start of an interval. And on a track, I never consider GPS pace since it's not accurate. So I just split times based on distance, not pace. After a workout, I will look at split times on my fitness app or on Strava and disregard the calculated paces since they're all incorrect. Remember, every time you turn, the GPS will always make a bigger turning arc, so the pace is always inflated. Now, you can turn on track mode, which will improve accuracy significantly, but I don't like using this since we have to change lanes often during a workout. When using GPS pace for workouts off the track, it's always best to find a route with few turns, or just adjust your pace and target a speed 4 seconds faster per mile so that your actual speed is hitting the goal pace. Okay, so why do I have activity time on my workout screen when I never look at that piece of data? Well, I use the workout screen for races as well. I train at 4 seconds faster than goal race pace to account for GPS inaccuracy and for running longer than the shortest course. I use the lap pace, which is the average pace for each mile split, to keep me moving toward my goal finish time, and I use the lap time and lap distance to help me segment rough patches and motivate myself to keep working toward my goal. I use the activity time to check on milestone splits, like all of the physical 5K splits and the half marathon split markers on course to make sure that I am on target. And of course, I also use the activity time at the end of the marathon to do the very difficult mental math to calculate how close or how far I am to my goal finish time. Yikes. Remember, the only way this works for races is to train 4 seconds faster than your goal race pace. So if your goal race pace for a sub 3:30 marathon is 8 minutes per mile, then you'll need to train at 7 minutes and 56 seconds per mile based on the GPS pace from your watch. Then on race day, ignore the physical mile markers and just run at 7:56 per mile based on your average lap pace. You should be able to put up beautiful Strava splits. Now, if you race a course in a metropolitan city like Chicago or New York, the tall buildings will cause interference and the GPS data will be way off for portions of the race. So you can use the easy running screen I first mentioned, turn off activity alerts for auto splits, and simply manually split each mile as you cross mile markers. Don't forget to memorize the important physical marker splits like every 5K split and the half marathon split goal. Other displays I set up on my watch are elevation gained and lost for when I'm running in the mountains or when I'm prepping for an ultra. I will have a vert goal for the workout, so this data screen is important. Nothing else on this screen except activity time since I'm running on effort only. I also have heart rate by itself on a display. I don't like looking at heart rate every time I look at my watch since it can cause a little bit of anxiety, so I just take a peek at it once during a workout or race after about 40 minutes to make sure that my body is in the right place. After the check, I will not look at heart rate again until I do a post analysis after my run or race. And finally, I have time of day as my final display, which I pretty much only use during ultra prep or ultra races since I'm not really out with a distance goal and I'm more focused on time on feet and getting in the vert. Okay, please like this video if you found this information useful. Comment below what data you must have on your watch at all times or your favorite data combo. My All Heart chat group texted me a wild assortment of watch screen configurations. Man, my friends have supervision. But my favorite watch display screen was this one sent to me by my good friend Wookie, which he uses for easy runs. He only has 2 concerns when running easy and getting back in time to his lovely daughter Mina. Awesome. Looking for a spring destination marathon? Then search no further. Join us at the Big Island Marathon in Hilo, Hawaii. Use code ALLHEART for 20% off at registration. Got Instagram? Then check us out right over here for your daily dose of running and life motivation. Thanks, Cole. And shout out to Donald Morrison for the awesome KNX News spot last week. You can find us right over here on Strava to check out all of the nerdy digits we collect on our watches and join our Strava club by searching for AHRC. So much gratitude to the best Patreon team in the whole world, without whom we cannot do any of this. Love you so much. That's gonna do it for me. I'm pooped after all that running. I went from averaging 84 miles per week to 0, and now I'm tired after running 30. Time for me to get in a little more work at home, along with some recovery and relaxation. Cole, Haven, Evan, Wilbur, and I hope you have a great day and a meaningful run. We'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye now.